Okay, we're now coming into the entrance of the hill fort. So imagine 2,500 years ago, the Celts were building this magnificent structure, deep ditches and big banks, and this would have been the entranceway.
Hi, I'm Erin Lloyd, an archaeologist with a real passion for digging deeper into British heritage and all of its hidden treasures.
So there are a lot of hill forts around here?
Oh, absolutely loads. Just in this small area alone, there's about 6. And then within the whole of Denbighshire, there's about 20.
So what is so exciting about archaeology? Well, every item tells a tale, even a tiny piece of metal. So imagine the stories that lie behind a delicate hairpin, maybe an ancient rubbish heap, or even a body. Archaeology brings history alive and puts the people back into the past. The border between Scotland and England has seen a lot of activity over the years, with princes, politicians and the public. So now that we don't need a passport to pass between the two, let's take a look at some of the cultural attractions in the Scottish borders.
The selections on show by Damien Hirst, Tracy Emin and Gilbert and George are a little more conventional.
It's nice to educate people who may not be able to travel down to London to see these pictures up in North Wales. They can travel from the Wirral, from North Wales, from South Wales hopefully as well.
And do you get people that wouldn't normally come to where they come into these exhibitions?
Well, we hope so. Once again, it's a different market, I think, and the people who would usually come are seeing something different as well.
This is Digging the Dirt, the show that uses archaeology to tell stories too salacious, saucy and scandalous for the history books. This week we'll be looking at 50 Shades of Clay, sexy objects discovered, more suited to the after hours. Thousands of years ago, the UK was physically a part of continental Europe, but as sea levels rose at the end of the last glacial period, the area known as Doggerland was covered by the North Sea, and we became Europe's largest island, full of fascinating places which make Britain truly great. So, where's your favourite place in Britain?
Chichester.
Chichester, down on the south coast?
Yeah, I cycle there quite a lot. It's a great route, great
You cycle
scenery.
there from London?
I do, yeah. Did it last week, in fact.
Gosh, how long does that take you?
Took us about between 3 and 4 hours.
Wow, gosh, that's dedication.
Indeed.
But why on earth would they want to build a settlement all the way up here?
Well, clue number 1 is the beautiful view. Not only can you see who's coming, but they can see you. So maybe this was a place that people met or came to market to trade their goods.
For the archaeologist on land, the main dangers come from land developers. But for the marine archaeologist, the sea is their biggest threat as they try to preserve shipwrecks from the pounding waves. Each fragile wreck is a unique time capsule of our past, encrusted cannons, ancient wine bottles, and other historical treasures. Treasures that the sea is loath to give up. So this is the story of underwater archaeology. I'm really lucky that I've done a lot of TV and radio work in the past, talking to some really interesting people and talking about work I've done before. One time, for example, doing a modern art exhibition where there was a big willy and it was going out on live on breakfast morning news, so I had to cover that up very quickly, so very reactive. But I really want to get into other things, making people excited about the countryside and heritage in their area. So thanks for letting me share my world with you. I hope you enjoyed and I'll see you next time.
Well, she said it was steep, and it is.
It's not really.